everybody. Today is Sunday, July 14th. Uh, I will be solo today as my brother had some work to do today, so he will not be here. So last night, we had a good night. We had a good night. Could have been a great night. We're a plus 681 units. I'll get into it in a second here. Exactly what happened. First, if you can, go to YouTube and subscribe at the Macy Sports. We appreciate it. Like I said yesterday, we had 618 units. It could have been real good. It could have been plus 2,000 or something. As we get to it, our bad beats. Uh, the worst beat I have experienced in ages. And the Dodgers were up 9-4 going into the ninth. Roberts decided to bring this guy up. Hasn't pitched in the majors. First three batters, all on base. They brought in the closer, got two outs, gave up a single to make it 9-7, and then on the next pitch, two-run homer to tie it. Dodgers loaded the bases in the 10th, one out. Freeman grounded a double play, and then walk-off two-run homer. And the Tigers came back from a 9-4 in the ninth. It was a bad beat. It was probably I can't remember a bad beat as bad as that, but it happens. The other bad beat was Abrams top of the ninth, two out, two-run homer, take the lead against Milwaukee 6-5. The guy made a great catch to rob Castro of at least the tie and run. Could have been an inside the park homer if he did not catch that. Uh-oh. Well, I lost my screen, so I can't see what's going on. With that said, if you guys can see this, we're gonna go into the games today. I hope I don't have to get out and go back in, guys, because this is not. There we go. You don't need to see my ugly face anyhow. So, with that said, we got a list of games going on. We only have 4 games up that we'll put up by noon today. Here's it. This is the rubber match. Both are 1-1. LA hasn't come out with a starter yet. They said, what a game. Detroit came back and probably one for the ages for them in their franchise. Let me get that stupid thing off. Well, I can't see it. I made MLB today. There we go. Okay. Lux, to the bottom left, you see a little red box. That's something new. That's just a suggested prop that it's just what we think is the best property. It doesn't mean we're playing it or giving it out. It's just something you might want. Yesterday we did that. I think they were 10-4 with the props. To the right, you see in the yellow, it's usually the last 5 games. We don't know who's going for the Dodgers. Brisky for Detroit started 2 games, pitched well in those 2 games. He's usually a setup man. We didn't really like anything on this game, but it should be a good game. Like I said, not knowing the pitcher, and that Dodger bullpen was awful yesterday. Second game, we got the A's and the Phillies. Phillies played better yesterday. They have a 1-inning opener today. I think it's Greenlaw. I don't know. But without that, we didn't want to get into detail. We're waiting on it. This could be one of our plays today. We just got to wait to see who the opener is. Again, down to the left, Bryce Harper, 1.5 total bases. That's the thing you might want to look at. It's not something, like I said, we give out props for free. It doesn't mean we play him. But that's something. And we don't know who's pitching in the yellow. But Estes for A's, he's got his moments. He could get hit. This 1-1 series, Oakland hits the ball. Bottom line, you got to be able to hit their pitchers and outscore them usually. Cleveland, Tampa Bay. series tied 1-1. Cleveland came back and won 4-2 yesterday. They got Lively going against Piot. As you see, Lively, Cleveland's 3-2 with him on the mound in the last 5 with a 3.40 ERA. Not bad. And for Tampa, their pitchers they're 2-3 when he goes. They just don't seem to score because he's got a good ERA at 2.20. The prop that we have you guys look at is Jimenez over half a base. But that's something, like I said, we really couldn't agree on this game, so we passed on it. The next one is the Yankees, who seem to have righted the ship. I don't know, or Baltimore is just the ship is going down. Either way, you got Rodon, who, whoa, look at this, 0-5 with a 5.40 ERA. Is like, for a guy who has all this stuff, he gives up so many go for balls. I still think it's pitch selection. Kramer's another one. The Orioles are 2-3. He's decent, 2.60 ERA, but he could get hit. This is one of our plays today, so we're just going to leave it like that. And the prop, since Judge is on fire, 1.5 total bases, a double or a homer. He's been incredible right now. It looks like he came out of his July slump. So should be a good game, but this is one of the games we have. It's going to be up today on DeMacySports.com. Next one's Miami, Cincinnati. Cincinnati. This has been high scoring series. Lodolo going for the Reds pretty good. They're 4-1 with him in his last 5 at a 2.20. And Rogers don't get any support either. He's 2.20. The lefty throws well. Really, it's a tough game. We're not giving this out, but I would lean towards Cincinnati, just the way they're hitting, and the possible prop you might want to look out is Hines. I call him Rico. I know it's not his first, but he's Rico Suave to me. Another 2 homers yesterday. They just called him up a week or so ago. Half a base. I know he bats bottom in the lineup, but he just has to get one hit. And the way he's swinging the bat, it's a good option. The next game also really don't have any leaning which way on this because the Mets won the first 2. The bullpen shake, even though Budo came out and pitched well. They got a great outing from him in the bullpen. Just said Marquez is back for his first game off Tommy John. So disregard those last 5 because that's from last year. Quintana's been awesome. He's been awesome. The money line is 225. You lay 225 to win 100. That's right. That's why basically I stayed away from it. Me and my brother talked about it, and he loves the Mets. He loves the Mets here. I had to stay away from it. So if I was leaning, I go with the Mets, but I know the Mets bullpen and some guys won't be able to pitch. Budo will be out today. He pitched too many. Nunez, he's got a rubber arm. He might, but I don't know. The Mets, can they score enough runs to win this game? Because that's what it comes down to. But like I said, Quintana's been awesome lately. And there's one of our props you might want to look at. It's, Alonso, 1.5 total of hits, runs, and RBIs combined. He's swinging the bat better lately, even though they had an article come out today that he's selfish. But what are you going to do? So with that, we really didn't have a plate that we leaned together because to me, the 225 was a little steep for me to give out. But if you're leading, you don't mind the money line, then the Mets might be the play here for you. Kansas City, Boston, split series. Singer on the mound. He's been awesome. They don't score from him, but he's been awesome. Bellows up and down. I always joke he's always, I call him below because he's below average, but he pitched great last game. Which way are you going to go here? 7-3 in the last 10 Boston. Still on the 500 at home. I couldn't jump on either way. The prop here is Devers going over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So that's what we're thinking at. Uh, it's up to you. We can't give this out because we couldn't agree on a lot of things here. It should be a good game. Everybody knows I'm a Bobby Witt Jr. fan, but we'll see what happens today. I'm passing on it. Texas Houston. Oh, what a game yesterday! And this is another thing that kind of scratched my head. It was 1-1 going to extra innings. Houston's manager left their guy pitched their second inning, which when you have your closer, you're in extra innings. You just want to keep that run from scoring. Well, they rolled the dice. The guy got the first 2 outs. Scott got the first 2 outs. Lefty comes up. Low, whichever you want to pronounce his name. Hader sitting in the bullpen. Why don't you bring him in? Well, single, 2-1, and the Astros went down 1-2-3 in the 10th to lose. Either way, I could care if the Astros won or lost yesterday, but I don't think we had them. So I don't, it's frustrating, but I'm not a big, when you have your studs, use them. If there are 6 pitches, bring them out the next inning. You're paying them $30 million a year. It's ridiculous, this analytics stuff. You gotta go with your gut half the time. 6 pitches, you bring them in. Crazy, but it's a good game. Scherzer versus Blanco. Scherzer's been pitching real well since he's been back. Yeah, he got hit little last game, and I think he's. This is one of the games we have up for purchase today. Blanco's been on too. This is gonna be a real good game. Prop maybe you want to look at is Altuve hits, runs, and RBIs totaling over 1.5. But this is up at themacysports.com for purchase. And guys, we got up to $25 per play per day if you want to do it that way. Otherwise, you can buy a weekly and a monthly membership, which is totally more. It's worth the money. You save a fortune because you could spend in one day what you would expend for a week or a month. So just look at it, themacysports.com. Pirates Sox. Schuster just got put in. I couldn't really get on board either way, even though Keller. I would lean towards Pittsburgh if I was. We just couldn't get totally comfortable with this. Keller 3-2, 280. Schuster's 2-3, 220. Young guy came off from the Braves. This is one of those games. I would lean towards the Pirates, but I'm not going to put it out there. But that's something you want. If you guys had the Pirates, I wouldn't shy away from them. But we have 4 picks that we like today, and that didn't make the top 4. Ooh, this is one of the bad beats yesterday. But I told everybody Abrams was going to break out of his slump. I just hope it came at the wrong time for us. Irvin 3-2 with a 2.40 ERA last 5 for Washington against Colin Ray. 3-2, 3.20. He keeps you in the game. They're 4-6. They're struggling. The prop, I think Abrams coming out of slump. But this is one of our plays today, so I don't want to get into detail anymore about this stuff. Cubs, St. Louis. St. Louis, not too many teams win a doubleheader, but they came back 8th, Arenado, two out. Well, he got a base hit with 2 outs, 2-run single. St. Louis pulls out the win last night. They won the first game like 11-3. Prop you want to look at, maybe win over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Italian has been great. He's their ace, the Cubs ace. I just got, too many, no Bellinger. There's no Bellinger. They kind of cooled down lately. Even though they're 7-3 in the last 10, they have cooled down. Without Bellinger in there, everybody said, well, Bellinger's not, great play. He's good. He's solid. He makes the others around him. They got to pitch to the other guys. And so, with that said, this game is too close to Michaelos. You don't know what you're getting. Which one you're getting? The one that's going to get shelled, or the one that's gonna shut you down. So I'm passing it because it's 2-1 St. Louis going into the final game, and I don't like it. This game, good game last night. 2-1 Angels. The one on basically they scored their runs in the third on an error, and the pitching was really good last night. And they won. Soriano was outstanding. They wound up holding on 2-1. Today, Gilbert versus Fulmer. You see the stats up there. 4-1 Seattle is in the last 5, and you got Fulmer, who's 2-3 with a 120. It's a game. We almost made it in there. If you're leaning which way, if you're leaning Seattle, I wouldn't jump off it. Prop is Adele to get over a half hit run or RBI. They don't think he's going to get on base, basically, because one hit wins this prop. If he's in the lineup, I know Logan Gilbert's lights out, but I might take that prop if I was just doing props. But we didn't make our top 4, so yeah. But like I said, if you have Seattle, don't back away from it. Next one's Toronto, Arizona. Arizona's a good team. They're starting to play great ball. Marte's back. There's a prop. It's a little high, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for the game. But Toronto, Uchi, you see his record over the last 5. Whether they score runs or not for him, he's only lasted 4 and 2/3 of an inning. Gallen, he's coming back from injury, 2-3. 2, he's only going 4, but everybody knows that he's one of the top pitchers in baseball when healthy. This almost made it. If you had this, I don't know if we're going to put it up later or not, but I don't know. But if I was leaning towards something, it would have to be Arizona. So, like I said, don't shy away from it if you already have it. Atlanta, no offense again last night. They made Cease look like Cy Young. 6 innings, 1 hit. The Braves they got to do something. I know they're in the playoff. They're in the playoff lead and stuff, but they can't consistently win with a lineup that puts who knows in left. Duvall. I mean, they can't. But then again, I wouldn't trade the farm either because you got some key players coming back next year that are injured. But once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. And Chris Sale, I thought in the beginning of the year he was Cy Young material. I still think he is, but there's a guy over in Pittsburgh that everybody knows, Mr. Skeens. So I don't know. Right now, my vote's for Skeens, but Sale's coming back. The year he had, getting older, but he's just phenomenal. Lefties had a nightmare against him. The 6-4 they are. Padres, after that hot 2 weeks, have gone south. Vasquez, good young pitcher, 4-1. It's going to be a competitive game because most of the time Braves don't hit. So if they don't hit the long ball, they're beatable. You can beat them. Didn't make our top 5. And that is it as far as the baseball stuff. Like I said, my camera gone kaput. So I can't show that. So let's go down to like the prop of the day. I do not have any props today. I gave up the ones that are, if you want to look at them, it's the ones on the screen. I really have nothing as far as other than me personally put out a prop. We get to the point in the show, guys, if you do have any highlights you want us to show up here of your kids and everything just to, brag on your kids or the memories, because I got a lot of them that my ex-wife took. Yeah, really, really good stuff. Um, so with that said, I want to show you something. If I don't, I'm gonna see if I can add this. This is my oldest son. Same game, bat one and bat two uh, against Holy Trinity down from Florida in the high school perfect game showdown a few years back. Let's see if it plays. I lost my camera, guys. It's thinking, and I don't think it's going to play. Nope, it's not going to play. So that part we'll get on tomorrow. So with that said, our hours might be changing. Just stay tuned. I'll put it out. We might have to go later in the night, so we might not be here early in the day, Monday through Friday, all depending on the Pat's work schedule. He had to work today, so he couldn't be here. And it's always better with two heads and one. Plus, he's a better speaker than I am. I'm more the analytical, which I hate that, but I'm more behind the scenes, slides, all that other stuff, and the numbers behind it. So with that said, we're gonna go to let's see if we can do this. Sport cards. You go up right there on DeMacySports.com. You go to eBay up there on top. There'll be where we sell our cards. That's where Pat has his, and that's where I have mine. Do I have any comments on any things they want to know about cards and out there? Just let me know here. If not, I'm going to show you something. Let me see if this works. Just like I said, my camera went out, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here we go. This is what I pulled out. Actually, this morning when I went to get the post office and stuff, I bought a box of basketball contenders, Panini contenders, and I pulled out a nice Wembyana. That card probably going for $15-20. So that was a good one. But you can't go wrong with him. He's everybody wants him in basketball. That's the hottest cards, is Wembyana. I pulled out for your autograph, guys. They got these veterans. They're pretty cool little cards. You want to play with Jorge Nunez for the Cavs. It's a nice little card. Autograph, if you like into autograph cards. Some are, some aren't. And this is another youngster that's people have been buying his cards left and right. Brandon Miller, game ticket, purple. But look at this is what I like. 188 or one. It's only 199. He's made. This will be off my couple days, if not today, will be sold. I have a repeat customer that buys everything of him, and I probably go for anywhere from $10 to $15 because it's only 199 made, and he's a young rookie, which is he's pretty good. Other than that, I got these things. So you see those top super boxes out there? I got these little pins here. You got Alvarez, Corbett, and Rutzman. They're pretty good. Little metal. People collect these. I don't sell. I pretty much don't sell them. You can say I collect them. Yeah, and we showed these the other day. My brother sells these a lot. I haven't sold one yet. These little Allen Ginter cards. They got all weird stuff. They got baseball players. There's actually a good one I haven't put up yet. Joe Ryan's rookie card back in, I think it's 2022. They're little small cards. People buy them. My brother sells them like crazy on his site. Trying to think if I have any other cards here that you guys might be interested in looking. If you weren't here, everybody knows this is my boy. I am all over him. Him and Tariq Skubal right now have to be, I think, in my vote, both of those, but mine will lean towards Skubal right now. But this kid right here is going to be a star. So if you get his rookie card cheap or any cards, early on, like last year and his rookie card, he's worth it. This is a rookie card. This is as you see top. It's a beautiful card. if I was going to collect sets, this will be on my wall, which I have the cedar plank boards. If you guys know what that is, I got them on just cards all over my wall in the bedroom of players that I collect and that my son's going to get when I'm done. But that's a pretty card. Of course, I think it's 23, 24 is Mike Trout, another one. These are more the nice looking, but they're not that expensive. Trout, everybody loves Trout. And those are the really not expensive cards that I have. I have other stuff I just leave hanging around. I don't put out for display. Just trying to see if I had those other cards like Jordan card there. Just another one I have, which I'll probably keep for a while. Back in the day when USA used to grade cards, it's a mint, just a gem 10, Michael Jordan, 1991 Fleer. It's hard to get these cards that are actually perfect. Usually they're all centered real bad, 80-20, maybe if you're lucky, 70 there. But this is a real good card. This is worth a lot of money. If it was a PSA 10, I don't know why. Maybe one day I'll send it in and get it regraded. But I'd be really disappointed if it comes back at a 7 or 8, because that would really be upsetting. So you got any other questions? You guys want to know anything more about the cards? What's hot? Bowman. If you got any Yankee fans out there, I got a ton of Jason Dominguez cards, which I sold the same card twice, and the buyers decided they didn't want to pay. So I'm like, no more bidding. I got it up there. Buy, pay now. So if you buy, you got to pay it right there on the spot, because I had it out there. I put little stickers on it, but I had this out there. This is, if he comes back up and he performs like he did last year. You Yankee fans, it's only, if you see, there's only 50 of these. This is a gold Bowman rookie. Only 50 of them. I have it up there for $69. I had it on as an auction for $49. Everybody was watching, but nobody bid on it. And other people were selling for 75 plus. I'm not getting it. I'm firm on this one, because this could be in my collection for my kids and stuff. But I'm willing to part it. But I'm not gonna. It's got to be a buy now, pay now, because I got two people wanted it, but yet they didn't want to pay for it. So I don't know if it was other dealers that like to do that when they have the same card up there. They buy yours and they don't pay for it. It takes it off from other people so they can sell theirs, and they never pay it. It's part of the game. But like I said, you go for basketball, that's the man. Wembyana. Baseball, there's a lot of young stars. Skeens right now. I just pulled one of him. I bought a Bowman box today, and I pulled a chrome out of there of Skeens. No lie. Less than 30 minutes, sold. It was off the board. I don't know if it wasn't one of my repeat customers, but it was sold. So they're out there. A lot of vintage cards. My brother has a lot of old cards up there. I'm still getting into it. It's going to take probably a year before I get my cards all up there. Between the two jobs I have, which includes this and my regular job during the day and stuff. But there's a lot of stuff. But if you have any cards you're looking for, the complete sets, commons, just shoot us. If we don't have it, we could probably find somebody who has it. Because like I said, I used to have a card shop when I was in the military in Virginia Beach called Extra Innings, and I did a lot of card shows down there at the beach and stuff. And I got stuff, and I still know people in the card business that I just got to make a phone call and see if they have it, and I could get stuff for people. So, with that said, I really don't have anything else without my brother around. So we go back and forth and, disagree on some stuff. That's all I have today. If you guys don't have any other comments, I have nothing left. But remember, go to YouTube and subscribe for us. We really need to see who's watching the show. You just go there, click on subscribe. You don't need to leave your name. Just subscribe. But once we get our 100th subscriber, we're going to pick out of the name. You just go to YouTube and subscribe for us. We're gonna go ahead and pick out of the hat, so to say, whoever's on a list that is actually showing their name that they subscribe, and they're gonna win I think he said, I forgot what year, but it's a PSA 7 Jordan. It was 96, 97, I believe he said. He'll show the card next week. But remember, our hours were going to change. I'll know more tonight when he gets back home if we're going to still be going live at 6 Eastern like we've been doing, or if we're going to go 8 or 9 at night. But for my members, I'll still have the plays up there around 5 o'clock during the days. If the early games, just to check, I will have these plays up that we have today on the site, and probably around noon. Just remember, they're $25 a pick. The weekly and monthly, a lot cheaper than just picking $25 for each pick. When you could have, we used to do daily, but a package, a membership for just daily, but it's too much work. So we put it up there. Basically, we want you to get the memberships. It's easier on us. It's easy on you. Where you just have to go up and log on as many times you want into the private area where our picks are, and you can grab them. But like I said, that's all I have for today's show. Sorry that the camera went schizo. So with that said, I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Like I said, we had a good Saturday. It could have been great. 618 units were up. Several bad breaks, beats. But with that said, I hope you guys all have a good day. I'm out of here. Have a good day.